We online? Are we live? Okay, that's... We online? I have no clue what the heck I'm doing. I literally just downloaded OBS. Like, we live? Hey, we are. Okay, that's... I don't know why my mic is making my voice deeper. Clue what the heck I'm doing. I literally just downloaded OBS. Like, live? Hey, we are. Okay, that's... How do I adjust why my mic is making my voice deeper? Clue what the heck I'm doing. I literally just the quality of the video. Hey, we are. Okay, that's... How do I adjust why my mic is making my voice deeper? Huh. The quality of the video. Hey, we are. How do I adjust why my mic? I don't know. The YouTube on the OBS, the quality, the resolution looks better than it is on YouTube. I don't know. I am gonna probably put this out as a separate video and throw it up on YouTube. I don't know. It's my first time streaming, so I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. The quality, the resolution looks better than it is on YouTube. I'm actually gonna, I don't know, send the link out in several Discords. Put this out as a separate video and throw it up on YouTube. I don't know. It's my first time streaming, so I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. The quality, the resolution looks better than it is on YouTube. I'm actually gonna, I don't know, send the link out in several Discords. Put this out as sure, I'll put it out in the Milwaukee Road as well. I don't know. It's my first time streaming, so I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. I don't know if anyone's gonna care to watch. Let's get right to it then. Playing some Kerbal Space Program today. Sure, I'll put it out in the Milwaukee Road. It's a save game that I started yesterday. I guess I'll just kind of work you through what I've done. I don't know if anyone's gonna. I have some stuff in space here to watch. I have these two space tugs. I have a relay to it then. Playing some Kerbal Space and then I have the beginnings of a lunar orbit space station or lunar orbit space station. What I've done. I switched to free camera. I don't really know why. I have some stuff in space. Right now the station isn't much. All it is literally just the relay, a space tug, which kind of out of fuel, connected to the reusable lander. And what I did is for the first mission I launched. Actually, if I go back to free camera, I don't really know why. The what's it called? The VAB. Right now, the station isn't much. I'll show you what crafts I literally just the relay, a space tug, which kind of out of fuel, connected to the reusable lander. And what I did is for the Aurora Kodiak. This is the crew. Actually, if I as you can see, I guess CSM. You have the space tug here, and you know the main booster. And here's the capsule. So I launched that into orbit, into Kerbal orbit, and I left the space tug in orbit, which is also the second stage. County Kodiak. What I did is and then I launched this, which is the lander, and I docked the lander, the LM and the CSM in Kerbal orbit, and I sent it off to the moon. So on the I guess the John Hobalt. Here's the capsule. So lunar outpost, which is what I called it. The second stage slash space tug that's going to be where the it's going to have to refuel. So today, what I want to do is I want to continue to work on that outpost. And then I launched this, which is the lander, and I docked. I don't exactly know how I'm going to go about doing that. I need to modify the space tug because for the second stage space tug, I need to put monoprop on it so it can maneuver better. Because right now it just has those 4 verniers. the second stage slash space tug that's gonna be
check the
where
stream.
it's gonna have to refuel.
Yeah,
So
nobody's
today,
watching.
what I want to do is I want to continue to work on that.
Well, one person's watching, but that's me in a separate thing.
Don't exactly know how I.
Let's go back to the
about
station.
Doing that. I need to modify the space tug because
Orbiting the Mun. It's been doing that for 6 days. The last thing I launched last night was a relay.
can maneuver better. 'Cause right now, it
Let's
has
just
a
get
forward
this in
the second stage
in the sun. So you have Kerbal Engineer installed. That's the only mod I have installed right now. Yeah, nobody's watching. And then down there you can see Potomac Hills landing site, because I actually
one person's watching, but that's me in a
this lander has actually landed on the Mun once. Bill and Val, they both landed on there. So you have the lander, and then you have this, which is the space tug slash, I guess it's gonna refuel off of this. So I guess what I really need to do is I need to make a refueler. This is full, so I can literally just send up another capsule up here, which I can do that in one launch, and then have it, you know, dock up with the lander, and then it can do its thing, going to the moon and back.
This lander has actually landed on the Mun once.
But what I also need is I want the CSM to be able to dock to this. So what I need is you have to open up a couple of docking ports. I need like that.
And then you have
damn it, I forgot what the part is called.
Is the space tug slash, I guess.
There's a part where it's like you can 6 directions, like a docking node, I guess.
I need to make a refueler.
Like the nodes on the ISS. So I need one of those, but I also need I guess a place for the Kerbals to stay. But I need a place for the CSM to dock, for the LM to stay. I need a place for, I guess, a refueler, and then kind of like a power slash habitat module. Because I want to expand this out.
I want the CSM to be able to dock
So
what I need is
I don't know how I'm gonna go about doing that, because I want at least like
there's a part where it's like 6 directions.
Okay, I have an idea about how we're gonna go about doing this.
Like the
Go
nodes
to
on
the Space
ISS.
Center.
So I need one of those, but I also need
I guess a place for the Kerbals to stay.
But I need a place for the CSM to dock, for the LM to stay. I need a place for, I guess, a refueler, and then kind of like a power
Someone
slash
messaged me on Discord.
habitat module. Because I want to expand this out. I want the CSM to be able to
So just responding to someone on Discord.
I don't know.
Okay.
How I'm gonna go about
So
doing that, 'cause I want at least like
start with this.
there's
Actually, there's no reason why we wouldn't be able to combine the habitat module. Because I eventually want to do like rotation missions where I rotate them on and off the station. I don't know. I just like doing those. That's where. See, I have the Virginian flag. That's the habitat module. And then, actually, I'll put this at the bottom. And actually, now that I think about it, just responding. When I go to dock this thing, I'm gonna have to dock it upside down. Because I'll have the stage boosting it under here, but I want this to be connected to the bottom half to be connected to the actual thing itself.
Actually, there's no reason why we wouldn't be able to combine the habitat module.
So, because I eventually want to do like
rotation missions.
we could actually make this a lot bigger. Like,
I rotate them
also
on
have one of these.
I don't know. I
That's
just
the
like
lab. Up here is the. That's where. See, I have the Virginian flag. Flag on this thing? Yeah, it is.
The habitat.
We don't really need that there. And then down here we can literally just add a one of these large docking ports. Actually, now that I think about it,
and then
when I
just
go to
to
dock
save
this
my
thing,
sanity a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
have to dock it upside down. Because I'll have the stage boosting
So it's
it
kind of
over here.
smooth.
But
I know
I
it's a little
want
thing and people
this
don't really
to be connected to
really
the
doesn't matter, but
the bottom half to be connected to the actual thing itself.
and then
The tug.
let's see. That's not what I want.
So
Yeah, this.
I eventually want to do like
Actually,
rotation mission.
we could actually make this a lot bigger.
I
Like
rotate them
also
on
have one of these. That's fine. And then I'll add the docking ports onto there.
I don't know. I just like
And
up here is
so like we can actually have, we really wanted to, we can have two
flag on this thing. Yeah, it is.
I think I'll eventually have to like put another one of these on there because
And then down here we can
like launch another one of these, just have two of these on the station, both back to back with each other, and then because eventually I want to take that tug off and have like an own, like a dedicated like fuel module, and eventually I am gonna have like fuel refining, but so it's kind of smooth. I know it's a little thing and people don't really. I think this is a good enough core. Actually, let's see. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, this.
I eventually want to do like
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how, because I'm oh, my phone just dropped. I'm thinking about how we're gonna do this later. This is fine for now, actually, because I can always just add, if say I want to detach the core and just add like another core on the bottom, detach the tug, like add another one of these modules. I can always just like have an adapter.
We can have two.
Okay, should be fine. Anyone watching the stream?
I think I'll eventually have to like put another one
Two
of these
viewers?
on there because
Whoever else is watching.
I'll like launch another one of these.
And note, I am really sorry for it only capturing like one half. Because
eventually I want to take that tug off.
I don't know how OBS works.
Like a dedicated like.
I probably should have asked some people first, but
like fuel
eh.
refining.
But coupling. Here we go.
I know it's a little thing. People don't really. I think this is a good enough core.
And then
actually.
Oh yeah, I forget I have to put these all on separate.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about how.
Because I'm actually my phone just dropped.
I'm thinking about how. And there's one more we have to put on. Yeah,
this is fine for now, actually. Because I can always just add, if say I want to detach the core and just add like another core on the bottom. Detach the tug,
and then
like add another one of these modules. I can always just like have an adapter. Okay, should be fine.
Now there's the question of power, and I do eventually we will add like a truss segment that has a bunch of like solar panels maybe. Right now what's powering
I am really sorry
what's powering the station right now is just the fuel cells on the tug and the LM.
I don't know.
So I think I will add some solar panels onto here.
I probably should have asked some people first, but
but these are only temporary coupling. Here we go. Like we won't need these eventually once we get the truss segment. Just have to cover up the window. Oh yeah, I forget I have to put there. Why not? Separate. And then I will add a battery pack onto here.
Yeah.
Or do we really need to? Yeah.
I'm thinking about how.
And there's one more we have to put on. Yeah.
This is
there's a battery pack.
Because I can always just add, if say I want to attach the core and just add like another core. Detach the tug.
And then
like add another one of these modules. I can always just like
it really doesn't need to be much. Like
now,
this is completely fine.
Power, and I do eventually we will add like a truss segment that has a bunch of like solar panels maybe.
Yeah, this is fine for our core. So I'm gonna call this what's powering the station right now is just the fuel cells on the tug and the LM.
I don't know.
So I think I will actually have to stream up my background so I can actually hear. I'm gonna turn that off. And now it's just a matter of Well, it's just a matter of getting the thing there, which, I mean, I can do that just fine. I have the launcher for it. It's just a question of which launcher will we need, because there's two versions of the Kodiak launcher, one with boosters and one without. It's only 9 tons. Actually, I should probably put some like communication antennas on it. We can just, I guess I'll put them on the base, because we do have that relay between Kerbal and the Mun, that relay sat that can help with communicating. So all these need to do is just reach the relay. So they don't need, it doesn't need to be big. And then I'll assign the action groups, toggle antenna, extend solar panel, toggle lights, I guess. And then after we get this up there, I will send up another crew to just kind of like, I guess, do station keeping. And then I'm just going to change that to orange because I like the orange better. I am actually going to add, because I said earlier that we need to add monoprop to the second stage of the tug. So let me just get out Kodiak Launcher V1. We don't need this adapter. And once I get up there, I will have to decouple the lander. We'll undock the lander and do a bit of rearranging, but that's fine. Let's see. Where's monoprop? Here we go. 400, that's more than enough. Oh, that's not a big enough tank. That is A-okay. And then I will need RCS thrusters. Normally, if it was on, I would limit these RCS thrusters, but because, actually, I could take the verniers off. Because the verniers, they just use the normal liquid fuel and oxidizer from the tank. These RCS thrusters use the monoprop. Where would the center of mass be on this thing? Actually, no. I'll put 2 on the bottom, and then a set on the bottom and a set on the top. And then that should... let's bring this out a little bit. Actually, you know what would probably make more sense? If we have, like... Actually, no. No, because I was thinking that maybe I could have my own, like, separate small tug that just uses the monoprop, so when we get close to the station, we can just rely on that for docking. But then I realized I'm going to use this... I want to use the fuel in here to refuel the, and then probably either just send this back to Kerbal in orbit, or, like, crash it into the Mun or something. I looked in one of the Discords I posted the link in, and someone said, "How about no?" Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know how to use OBS at all. So yeah, that should be fine. And I'm gonna just change that. Start fuel cell. And now we just need a fairing. So long fairing. Actually, I might need boosters for this. And let's launch it without. If we end up needing the boosters, I can always just revert and then add them on. It's a nice looking fairing. Is the clamshell deploy on? Yeah. I'm gonna turn this up because sometimes the fairing, when the fairing goes to detach, it can be a little bit weird. Yeah, we're not gonna. Should be it. Okay. We should be good to go. Save. Yep. Here we go. Okay. So, where's the Mun? There it is. Okay. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's just worry about actually trying to get into orbit. 3 people are watching. For the person who just joined, I am sorry about the resolution. I don't know how to fix that because I don't know how to use OBS. And that's... But OBS is the most simple streaming software. But you're just in time for... We're launching our space station core up to the John Hobalt Mun lunar or Mooner orbital outpost. Let's go. It's a bit too much. Actually, no, it's fine. Yeah, just adjusting the throttle. Thank you, all 3 people who are watching. Our gravity turn. Now, my gravity turns tend to be a bit shallow, but right now we're just gonna try to get into a parking orbit before heading off to the Mun. Just gonna hold this for a little bit. Looks a bit like the Saturn 1, or the Saturn 1 with, like the first few Saturn 1 launches where they weren't using, well, Saturn 1B, I guess. Where, with, like, the Pegasus rockets and, like, Apollo 5, maybe. Where, they didn't have the CSM on top, they just had a fairing. Hold this for a little bit. There's the Minmus up there in the Mun. See, we're getting out of the atmosphere. It's a bit of heating. It's fine though. Typically, my parking orbits are around 100 kilometers. So, like this is just gonna have us up a little bit more. 101. Close enough. And actually, we're gonna have that's not much fuel left. Just have the fairings go away. And I'm actually just gonna decouple this because sure, 32 Delta V, that's not gonna get us far. Plus, some rockets, I know they always keep a little bit more fuel left in the first stage when they separate it. I know the the space shuttle with the external tank, it did that. Theoretically, they could have taken the external tank all the way to orbit, but they just never did. So, here we go. And actually, we should be fine. Wait, did I just pass Apoapsis? Yeah, I did. Oh. I should pay more attention. I know I have Kerbal Engineer installed, so I get all these numbers, but I still like to switch to map view. Just try to get that pitch up in order to get that Apoapsis ahead of us. See, I already have 2 space tugs in orbit. 3 STO2 and 3 STO1, which stands for 3-meter space tug. I was thinking about giving them names, like the reusable lander is Richmond. And my eventual goal is to have stations in both the Kerbin orbit and the Mun orbit, but I wanted to start with the Mun because exploring the Mun is more interesting than just messing around in Kerbin orbit all day. 100 by 98, that should be enough. And then, gotta start those fuel cells up. Now, where is the Mun? There it is, okay. So, we should start to make our TLI burn somewhere over here. Oh, that's the relay, which I named relay because I'm uncreative. And then I know how much delta V do we have in this? 2000. Okay, we're gonna spend most of it on our, because we don't need that much. Actually, I can always just, because I want to trying to use the least amount of delta V, because I want, as I said, I want some fuel left over so we can refuel the station. 56. The station's at 30. I don't think it really depends. We're still around like 800 delta V. Actually, if we want to get lower, we're gonna have to use more. No, screw it. It doesn't need to be exact. Like, switch to maneuver node. I would start to use the. Actually, we have 750 monoprop. We can afford. Sometimes the monoprop starts to overcorrect, and it, like, overcorrects. Just like the SAS. Like, when you have a massive ship docked together. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to thrust limit this. I'm also going to gimbal limit as well, because now we're in orbit. And we don't need this much thrust. This upper stage is really designed. The space tug feature is just kind of something I threw on afterwards. Like, this is mostly just designed to get heavier payloads into orbit. With, like, some of the payloads that I've launched with this rocket, like, I have to start using a stage at, like, 30 kilometers. Our burn is in T-minus 9 minutes. We're going to be leaving around the dark side of the planet. 3 people are still watching. No one's said anything except for me with ship it on the frick or else. St. Louis, San Francisco Railroad. Just say go. The maneuver node is more or less just going to give us a rough indicator. It really doesn't. Actually, I might need to increase the thrust on this. Increase up to 30.
Hey, and if this is actually a nice trajectory. So if we with most of the when I try to get down close to the Mun's surface, a lot of the trajectories, it just goes off into interplanetary space. But this one actually, I mean, not like we're gonna need this. I guess it's good for like the redundancy or something. I don't know. Let's have Kerbal Engineer. And then I'm actually gonna use the RCS for the rest of the way because I don't think it allows us to be a bit more accurate. Even if, you know. Oh, I guess not. What is it doing? Oh. I thought it was burning RCS. Actually, I'm just gonna... Never mind then. Shit. Well, I just fucked up. Damn it, we're gonna waste a lot of Delta V on this. Oh, come on. My finger slipped on the X key, which is full throttle. Yeah. I'm actually just gonna thrust limit this to like, yeah, 4 is fine for what we're trying to do now. Just, you know, actually, what will give us the most control is just 1. Yeah, because that trajectory would be coming out at a retrograde orbit, which is the exact opposite of the orbit we want. 48 kilometers, good enough. There we go. And now yep, we're coming in at the right way. And then cannot warp so far. Warp here. Relay is doing its thing, as it should. I think I'll get this docked, and then I'll do a bit of a transfer mission, and then next, yeah, I'll do. Actually, we're coming in. Yeah, we're gonna have to spend a lot of Delta V in order to get. Actually, set as target in order to get this docked. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm gonna get this docked, and then do another like do a, I guess, a crew change. Well, I'm bringing a crew up, and then maybe next mission we'll land somewhere else on the Mun. Just realized this isn't exactly on orbit.
the same plane. We can do a plane change later. Nope, I don't want to go directly into the Mun. Just, like, try to generally get the same. Yeah, there we go. And then increase that a bit more. I could deal with this all day. 200 meters per second. We have the delta V to afford this. The problem is once we get to our periaps, the station's going to be on the exact opposite side of the moon, so we're going to have to warp around a lot in order to get to it. Because I think we'll be put in a higher orbit. Yeah, a little bit. Should be fine, though. If we have to warp a bunch, I don't really care. And 3 people are still watching. Huh. Or maybe my stream hasn't updated and no one's watching. Um, 8-minute burn. Oh yeah, because I thrust limited that to 1. Let's bring it back up to 20. Eventually I will, like, design a better version of the space tug where I only have to launch these onto orbit. I can, like, send it up to a station, the space tug can take it from there. Yeah. Start burning now. And there. We can go a little bit more, in more. There we go. Okay, we are now in orbit, and what I am going to do is add a maneuver node. And the first thing I'm going to do is get on the same exact plane as this. 3 kilometers should be fine. Actually, if we wait a little bit. Oh no, that's not what we want to do. I can get these two as close as I can without actually. You know what, I think that's as close as we are going to get. I don't want to fiddle around with this for an hour, so it's in 1 day. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit. And it's only 30. We could do that with our RCS if we really wanted to. Anyway, in preparation. That's a bit too small, maybe like 5, yeah. And because I don't want to wait for about 5 minutes for this to just warp around, I'm gonna go to the tracking station, and I guess I'll just show you what else I have, and then we'll warp from here. Here's our relay. Our relay sat is doing its job. I do eventually want to add one out, like, or maybe several out between the Mun and Minmus, so that I have constant communication. Maybe one even, like, in a polar orbit around the Mun. I know it isn't the best way to have a communication network, but, it works. Kind of like, maybe we'll do that next stream. Like, next stream, we'll land on the Mun,
using our lander, and then we'll launch another relay in like an orbit around here. China, when they landed earlier this year, like a week ago, they landed something on the dark side of the moon, far side of the moon, a rover, and they had to put up a communication satellite out past the moon at one of the Lagrange points. Anyway, here's the relay. Let's take a look at this. This is what the relay looks like. It's a rather big relay. It is, as you can see, I have monoprop for it to, probably way too much, for it to adjust for its orbit if necessary. Docking port, if, you know, they need to come up here and service it. It's powered by a bunch of RTGs, which are encased in this. Other than that, it does its job fine. There's also these space tugs, which, these are from earlier missions. This one is from the relay sat. So this actually went all the way out. Yeah, this actually was the second stage for this. So this took it all the way out here and kind of got it into this orbit, or roughly into the orbit, and then the monoprop did the rest on the probe itself. 4 people are watching now. Hello, 4th person. I am sorry for the resolution, because I don't know how OBS works. And then, you know, Brandon's going to come here screaming at me. And then the other... This one. The other space tug. This is actually for the capsule. When I went to the moon with the Kerbals, I launched this. The capsule was on top here. CSM. And I just left this, and they're both in hibernation, so I can actually come up here and, like, refuel with these. Eventually, I want to, like, assemble these into, like, a station. I tried to put them in the same orbit, but because these are, I guess, is the earlier version of the space tug, they don't have the monoprops, they can't maneuver as easily. They do have the adapters, though, which is pretty nice. The 4th person just left. Anyway, back to the tracking station, and then we will warp a little bit. Space station core, let's just select that. And then it tells us right here. A couple more orbits. Five hours. See, these are slowly catching up with each other. I've had to do this several times. Oh, so what, like maybe one more orbit? Yeah, one more orbit. I'm just gonna fly this now. Hear anything in the background? Sorry about that. My mom is playing some music. I am very professional. I am the most professional person on this website. Huh. Yep. And actually we can warp closer if we really want to. And then there it is. It's 27 kilometers away. Start the burn. You can't even see the thrust coming off of it. The exhaust or whatever. I'm an idiot sometimes. And just can't remember the name of things. And I even forgot to target the maneuver node. You know what? Screw it. Close enough. This is how I mess up at this game. Is there another maneuver that we do in order to get these closer? Can I just...
one is closer. I know I'm probably causing someone to pull their hair out, but eh. But like, that's not how you rendezvous. Well, this is how I rendezvous. Poorly. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to get into the same orbit, even though we're separated, and just start to kind of thrust near it. Yeah. Kind of decrease my orbit. That actually... And there. Well, almost. There. Close enough. Actually, next time, I guess we'll orbit around once more. And then... How long has the stream been going? What, like an hour maybe? Here, let me just check OBS. 46 minutes. Huh, nice. "10 kilometers. I think the highest mountains are like 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers. Orbiting low. Yeah, the station's at 30. And then 4.4 kilometers. Kind of have to go retrograde and then start the burn. Gonna up the thrust on this a little bit. Hey, you can actually see it now. Oh, and that's not doing it. I'm actually on a suborbital trajectory now. I'm bad at rendezvousing around Kerbal, and I'm bad at rendezvousing around the Mun. Even worse. I've played this game for like 5 years, and I still can't do anything. Y'all are just watching me flail around in Mun orbit, just wasting all my Delta V. Actually, I might just... I say that, but like... We might actually... Yes, perfect. Okay. Now I have to kind of maneuver... Well, I have to point towards the actual... The station. I am in a stable orbit, though. It's kind of a shitty orbit, but it is stable. Just pointing towards the target. And then... And then just kind of 0.7, 0.2 is fine. And then, yeah, one of the main problems I'm having to deal with is the RCS, because it adjusts our velocity compared to the target slightly. And yes, I know this is probably an enormous waste of monoprop, but we have it. We have the fuel for it. Actually, you know what I could just do? I could, and I just realized this. I am an idiot sometimes. I could just have the lander dock to this, and then just have this become the station. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Just, I still need to get into the same orbit, though. And then... Yep, there it is. There's... our station. Well, I guess this is the station now. Which... Now that this is the station, I can actually deploy stuff. Huh. Actually, thing is, what to do with all this, like, with all this fuel. Actually, you know what before we do anything, rename, Control-C, dead station. Did I spell that right? Accept. And then I switch to this, and then this, Control, we'll rename vessel, station, John Hobalt Lunar Orbital Outpost. And if you're wondering who John Hobalt is, he was the guy who was like, we should use... very influential in the Apollo program. He's basically the guy who came up with the idea of let's have a separate lander descend to the surface instead of just, you know, sending one giant spacecraft there. Actually, yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna have the... Let's quick save. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have this act as kind of like a ferry, so to say, so I can ferry all this fuel back and forth. This has no monoprop. I am going to leave a little bit of fuel on this in order to deorbit it, but I don't want to waste anything. Yeah, let's actually start to power this back up. Yep, okay, there we go. And... I guess we'll just deorbit the, thing along with it. The adapter. Or, actually, I could just... Yeah, I'm just gonna deorbiting that. CCL-1 Richmond, which is the city-class lander. Slowly start drifting away. And because this has an abundance of reaction wheels, activate engine, and this is fully fueled. So I'm going to start to make our way over towards the station. The new John Hobalt Lunar Orbital Outpost. I don't know who I'm going to name the base after. I don't know, like Gene Kranz or somebody? I don't know. Just kind of warp towards. This is perfect. The question is, actually, what am I doing? The main question is, where am I gonna put this on the station? guess on the, Shh. Oops, sorry. As I said, I am extremely professional. Close enough. I'm gonna have it dock there. Because I eventually want 2 of these landers. And then just kind of okay, apparently. Wait, what is going on? Like, can I not? It's not letting me. Huh. It's not letting me use the RCS. It's not letting me. I have power, actually. Huh, it's really weird. CCL1 Richmond, orbiting the Mun. Yet again, a 4th person is watching. I don't know who, though. And yet again, sorry for the resolution, I don't know how to use OBS. Is this still in hibernation? Oh, I've lost connection. Ah, that explains it. And this thing doesn't have any Kerbal, so it's relying off of... Yeah, okay. We're gonna need a... This is just gonna slowly drift away. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I really need... That's what I'm thinking, like a polar relay satellite, or like, actually, having one out here makes more sense. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll put a relay, like separate relay module on this. I don't really know. There, we have comms. Unfortunately, we are docking at night, which isn't the best. Actually, yeah, we'll be docking in the middle of the night, which is harder to do than docking in normal light, I guess. Where do I select the yeah, I just want to get up and close to this. I will eventually need a refueler, which I have an idea for that, but for now, which I am coming in way too fast. I might actually bump into the station. Yeah, I'm gonna bump into the station. Ah. Shit. I'm gonna destroy the solar panel. Just warp away. Warp away. Yeah, I know how to play this game so well. So much so that I bump in my spacecraft into each other in, like, the worst place you can do that. You know what? I'm just going to use the RCS. Because... yeah, I'm just going to use the RCS. And then... just stop that. There we go. 0. Okay. And now, that's where we're going to dock. Which my goal is to kind of come underneath and then just kind of go up I really need to add... I need to add lights onto this. I am overlooking so much right now. But, it's fine. Although, as I said, I did, just like the stream, I just kind of threw it together within, like, 5 minutes. That's not the right thing. This is the right thing. And then, gotta adjust this slightly. And then switch back to the lander. And then we shall go for final docking. I'm actually gonna... It's not perfect, but as I said, close enough. And also, as I said before, I really should have added lights onto this. I don't know. I know there's a mod where you can, I'm just gonna stop with the RCS. I know there's a mod where you can, like, add on things. I haven't played this game much in about a year, so I kind of forget everything. Actually, I'm gonna have this dock like this. And... come on! Yep, there we go! There it is. And now, let's just get in the daylight, because... As I said, like this. There we go. There we go. What the heck is going on upstairs? I have no clue. Shit. As I said, very professional. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is shut down these engines. The second thing I'm gonna do is... where is it? Control from here? Yeah, control from here. I'm also gonna untarget that. I think I'm just gonna... I'm not even gonna, like, try to bring this over and refuel this. As you have seen, I am terrible at docking. And rendezvous. So... I think what I am going to do is I think I am literally just gonna just gonna deorbit that. I could land it if I really wanted to, but like I don't know what's the point. It's not designed to land, so I'm not going to land it. Okay, before we do anything, I'm going to do a bit of station keeping, which basically means just disabling all of these RCS thrusters. And then, like, transferring fuel and stuff. Now, normally I would have these binded to an action group, but because this is a station and it's multiple craft, I'm not gonna... It might interfere with something, because on the lander, the action group to disable the RCS is 2, and that's also to turn on and off the fuel cells, which provide us power. That is a tight squeeze. Okay, and then nobody's on this station, so it's gonna have to go into hibernation mode, and we'll bring up a crew. I don't know who it will be though. Although, and And, of course, I'm actually going to start refueling stuff because... part of the reason why I made this the new station instead of just docking it to there is this has monoprop, so... although, not much, it has it, so we can refuel it. I want to keep this thing fully fueled, so for the next land mission, I guess. Other than that, yeah, I should probably put that into hibernation mode, because no one's going to be up here for a little bit. So, actually, I think kind of looks a bit like Skylab. Like, you know, with like this would be the Apollo telescope mount. What the heck is that? Is that Minmus? What is that? Oh, that's probably like, I don't know, another planet or something. Like, this would be the Apollo telescope mount, and then like the laboratories and like the trash can back here. I don't know. Skylab. I like Skylab. 993 meters of delta V. Okay, let's... oh, not no distant objects. Actually, you know what I will try to do? I will try to correct this thing's orbit slightly. Because right now it's 30 by 29. I want it 30 by 30. But the only reason why it was that is because I forgot to turn these off, and like normal, I mispressed a button. Yeah, the next thing we're gonna do is send out that relay out here, which, because I don't want to lose connection again, because we're on the far side. Also, if we are like landing a probe or something, like I do plan to land rovers, like crewed rovers, on the far side, and we will need that relay. So, dead station, switched, set as target, unset target. I'm gonna switch to this, and I'm just gonna deorbit it. Like, I know there's fuel in here that I can use, and I know I said before that I'm gonna dock this and like refuel all of it, but I don't want to do any more docking today. After what I have gone through so far, 100% thrust. Oh, I can't adjust that. Oh yeah, because it's on hibernation. And then I don't know. Now it's spinning. I'm just gonna let this thing deorbit. Like, if a part of this survives, I actually want a part of this to survive. That'd be a nice place to go out and like we take a rover here. Actually, yeah, I'm actually gonna have a bit of this survive if I can. I'm gonna turn hibernation off. Yeah, quick save. It's a bit of a suicide burn. The engine was destroyed. There goes a multi-million dollar of equipment. I can speak. And now this thing is just kind of floating. Really doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I'm below 5,000. I got 3 kilometers up in the air. Wow. Yeah, this thing will probably come back down and survive. Looks like a actually relatively flat area as well. I guess this is where we're sending our next crew. Craters. I might decide to build my base in a crater. I don't know yet. And... oh, none of it survived. Aw. Wait, did any of it survive? No. Where is this? Can I get, like, coordinates? Actually, this isn't that flat. I mean, it's kind of flat. We'll still land here. Stream's going for an hour. I think it's going to go for an hour more because I need to launch that relay, and then I think we'll just call it a day. It's already 2 o'clock, or 1 o'clock. John Hobalt. Lunar Orbital Outpost. And then I'll warp around. Dogs. By the power of SAS. What? Stability Assist Systems, I think it's called? I think that's what it stands for. I need to do a bit more station keeping, like disabling crossfeed on certain things. The crew capsule will eventually go and dock here. Okay, RCS. There we go. Okay. And now just set it back to normal. Where did you use the RCS from? Oh, there. Oh, yeah, more station keeping. I don't really mind, though. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to lock all this. Because, just lock all the fuel. So I don't use any of it by accident. I don't know why the lights are on. There's no crew in here. I'm going to turn the... oh, I turned the lights on in there by accident. Lights off. And then just disable these, and then this should be fine in its orbit. And then what I'm going to do, disable crossfeed, and then disable crossfeed. There, that should be fine. So here is our station. There's no crew on here yet, but very soon there will be. Orbiting the Mun. Anyway, let's go launch that relay. I can literally just launch like a complete copy of the relay that I had before. Probably even on the same rocket. I don't think we'll have enough fuel to actually get back to Kerbal orbit, so I might just end deleting the space tug that goes along with it. Let's just delete that. Where is it? Relay V1, and I'm just going to call this relay 002 because that's what it is. Forgot the action group, so I gotta check those. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then that's fine. Launch. Okay, it's a night launch this time. Really doesn't matter where we launch. 46,000. Because I put this halfway between the Kerbal and the Mun. So 46 400 divided by 2, that's 23,200. Okay. This should have enough because I put the largest relay on there. So, plus I can always just bounce off the stuff in the Kerbal and the Mun. This will improve. This will improve the communication network. Like, I don't think it will. We might have to put up another satellite. But, like, for the most part, we should have communication most of the time. And we're off. And I have to take a bit of a steep approach. Start the gravity turn. Totally forgot about that because I was looking down at my phone. Want to make sure I'm on the right plane. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter too much if we're off by a point or two. It's the Mun. We were just there. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna keep this heading for a little bit. Because as I said, we have to... We're going way out, halfway between the Mun and Mimnus, which is really far away. Get some heating. Actually, never mind about that. Let's get back on the right heading. Apoapsis is at 60 or 70 kilometers, so we're out of the atmosphere. Now we switch to orbital velocity. Should cut out around 45. Stage. Yep, there we go. And then we should probably deploy our fairing. There it goes. And it reveals our satellite. Now it's just a matter of time before we go out into that orbit. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get this tug back. And I will probably update the tugs off screen to all have monoprop. So just the verniers. go to again? Yeah, 23,000, I think he said. Yeah, 23,000 is where we need to launch this out to. Oh, I overshot again. At that point, we're so far out that it really doesn't matter. Actually, huh? Would I have enough delta V just to do the circularization with just this? It sure would save on a space tug. I mean, I think we would still have enough fuel anyways, but 3 days to get out there, Jesus. I should also probably extend these. I don't know if these will work all the way out here, but I mean, I assume. Yeah, warp here. Yeah, I'm going to quick save. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna deploy this thing. So quick save, decouple node, and then I'm actually gonna attempt to circularize with this, which, I mean, we're moving at 87 kilometers a second. This should be enough. It's not much at all. And then where is our little tug? Goodbye. Yeah, this should be enough. Way more than enough. I mean, that's why these are powered. I probably gave them way too much monoprop, but better be safe than sorry. I really like the design of this. One of these days, I might just do like a servicing mission. Like a servicing mission, air quotes. Plus, if I ever want to, like, for some reason, like, build a station in this kind of orbit. I mean, I have these things, and I have docking ports. So... it's not the exact same eccentricity, but we can change that. Doesn't tell me how much delta V this has. Is it because it's monoprop? Change that. Hey, we got a Mun encounter. Not really what we want, but... I remember this one mission I did a really long time ago. I went to Mun orbit, I landed on Minmus, went back to Mun orbit, and then landed on Kerbal. Maybe I'll redo that some of these days. Just kind of a save that's just me messing around, because it's my more serious save. Gonna have to change that. $23,200. I'm actually gonna shut off 2 of these to give me more precision. I don't think it really changes much though.
23,200. Or 22,200. No, 23,000. I know of Kerbal Engineer, but I still like to go to the map view. It's kind of a habit at this point. There we go. And here, which is in 10 days, Jesus, I'm actually going to make a maneuver to adjust the eccentricity. Actually, I can do that right now if I really wanted to. Wait, what is the eccentricity of the orbit? I don't need surface. Oh, never mind then. I was looking down here, that's my heading. I'm an idiot. Anyways, while this is going, I'm going to switch to this. And this still has a lot of fuel left in it, so what I'm going... Is this out of power? No, it isn't. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm eventually going to have this go back. And this should take only 3 days as compared to 10 for this. And then we're going at almost 3,000. Wait, am I in the atmosphere? Oh. I guess we're aerobraking then. I got really confused for a second. Well, 52. There's a good chance we might just be pulled in, but there's also a good chance that it leaves our apoapsis out here. I need to start to pay more attention to this. Yeah, I think it's actually aerobraking for us. I'm actually gonna have to fire my engines a little bit. Yeah, we should be going back out to space at this point. I'll set that at like 200 because I don't think it will do much in terms of what's left of the atmosphere that we're in right now. And just like all the other space tugs, I'm actually just going to limit this thrust even more. Probably not the best design for a space tug because it's literally just another upper stage. But Panda X Trap, you are the first person who has commented on this live stream. Yeah, hello, yes, hello. The stream is almost over, by the way. All I'm going to do is just get the space tug into a 100-kilometer orbit and then adjust the orbit of the relay I just launched slightly. RIP Live 2019. Aw, shit. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we launched a, Am I in space? Yeah, I'm in space now. Actually, this is probably gonna take several orbits to get this into a circular one. Say dang to get subscribed. Dang. I don't know. I don't really care about subscribers. I don't know how I have 52 subscribers. Like, I don't really upload anything. No, dang. Okay.
200. Okay, there we go. And then once we're down there, lower that to 100. I'm not saying that. Just if you aren't like actually gonna be like interested in the, I mean, if you do like the stream, by all means. It's just that like if you, I have no fucking clue what I'm trying to say. Like, just don't get me to try to say shit. Like that's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to play some KSP and like very shittily live stream it using OBS. Mostly because I'm bored out of my damn mind and Ashton N says hello. Why are people suddenly joining when it's like just the complete end of the stream? Like, I'm just literally like, I'm about to end it in a couple minutes because I'm almost done with what I'm doing. There will probably be another stream, I don't know when, and then we'll actually launch, you know, the crew out to the moon station. But like, for now, actually, while we're waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and rename this vessel. This is 3ST003, 3-meter space tug 3. Panda, I recommend you stop doing that because, like, I'm not gonna. If you just, I know literally no one else is here except for Ashton N, but like, as I said, I don't really care about likes, I don't really care about subs, but if you're just gonna, if you're not actually gonna, you know, I might just have you, like, I know there's a way to just remove, screw it, I'm just gonna put you in timeout. Just, reaction, hibernation, on, okay. And then everything should be just fine. And then, and that's that space tug. And now, yep, with the 3 others, they're forming a bit of a triangle. Shit, where's the other relay? Relay 002, switch 2. I will adjust this periapsis. Yeah, I have to warp all the way to the periapsis in 6 days. Wow. I could have launched the crew to the moon in that time, but I don't really care. Yeah, this is what the second relay satellite looks like. The relay 1 is the exact same. And then I guess we'll look at the Mun station again, and just after I finish circularizing this, and I guess the stream will be over then. Sorry if the people who actually came. It's over. There should be another stream very soon. I don't know when I'll do that though. Almost. Okay, that's good enough. And free cam, just point it normal. And now
and then switch to, I'm just gonna switch to relay 1 real quick. And I'm just gonna have that just right there. Those are our relays. These should be fine. I'm actually gonna go to its tracking station and look at our relay network. Should be fine then. Yeah, I put the relay up because, yeah, everything should be fine. I put this extra relay up because when we were, trying to add the module to our MUN station, well, when we were trying to dock the reusable lander to the MUN station, we ran out of, communications were cut because I didn't have direct sight with either the relay or Kerbal, so I had to put this out here. It's not the greatest relay network in the world. I'm actually just gonna let this run a little bit and like see how it looks. Yeah, it cuts out, but every now and then. Actually. Okay, there are more of these, yeah, these are probably bots. Aleska Dominovic. I try to pronounce it correctly. Gotta take a look at the station. Yeah, everything should be fine. We should have communication all the time. And let's take a look at our station, and then I will end the stream. Now there's our reusable lander, there's the crew module, our, I guess, tug slash, I guess, we're using this to refuel stuff. Next thing to do with this is to bring up a crew of 3, and then have them stay on the station, have them go down, and I also need to refuel this. So that's probably what we're gonna do next stream. And hopefully by then, I will not only have figured out how OBS works better, but, you know, actually develop more of a plan for what we're going to do. Because I just did this on a whim. Where is Kerbal? Oh, shit. I forgot what, yeah, there we go, F3. Just going to warp around the moon, admire our beautiful MUN station, and look for a Kerbal rise. Eventually I also want to add another lander up here and expand this out, but this is the beginnings of the station. Just have to find where Kerbal is. There's 2 viewers now, not really matter. There it is. Should have probably put some lights on here. Anyways, I know you really can't see much on the live stream right now, but I don't know. Thanks y'all for watching. I don't know what I'm gonna stream next, but I know I have to do the standard YouTuber like, subscribe, do all that shit. Thank you for watching me horribly play Kerbal Space Program. We will continue this sometimes later. I don't know when. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.